Hello everyone. Today we will start with an important topic, that is inductive effect, and I also let you know about an important trick to remember this concept. So let's start. The polarization of the sigma bond at the due to the electron withdrawing or electron donating effect of the adjacent groups or atom is referred to as inductive effect. There are two types of inductive effect: positive inductive effect and negative inductive effect. In negative inductive effect, electrons are withdrawn by the substituting groups or the atoms, and in negative positive inductive effect, electrons are donated by the substituting groups or atoms. So these are the definition, and you can learn from here. As you can see in this example, carbon is bonded with halogen. Halogen is more electronegative than carbon, thus the bond between carbon and halogen is polarized, and thus a developing of sigma plus on carbon and sigma negative on halogen. Thus, this polarization is transmitted through sigma bonds by creating a permanent dipole in the molecule. Polarization depends upon the distance, and as the distance increases, the polarized bond strength also decreases. From the first carbon to the halogen, the distance is more, thus, the polarized effect on the last carbon is less. So, this is the concept. I hope your basic concept about inductive effect is clear now, and I'll discuss about with you about the two tricks. These two tricks are as follows. The first is about plus I effect. Well, in plus I effect, the trick is कोई नहीं उसी तो सारे प्यार करते हैं मुझे. C represents CH2 negative, N represents NH2 negative, O represents O negative, C represents CO negative, T represents tertiary alkyl group, that is 3 degree, S represents secondary alkyl group, that is 2 degree, P represents primary alkyl group, and मुझे in मुझे M represent methyl and H represent hydrogen. So CH2 negative has highest tendency to give electron, whereas hydrogen has least tendency to give electron, and this is the order. It will help you to in the competition exam also to remember this trick. With this trick you can remember and apply your this concept in the problems. So in the second trick, that is I negative effect. So in this effect, N4 represent NF3 positive and R3 positive, NH3 positive and NO2. Here Ne represent nitrile group. AK represent aldehyde and ketone. Acid में A represent carboxylic acid, AC represent acid chloride, AA represent acidamide, and further you can see that is F represent fluorine, C represent chlorine, B represent bromine, and I represent iodine in CBI. And क्या में here E represent ether, A represent alcohol, and A represent amide, A represent alkyl, and operation OP होता है, I know, but it is operation so that you can remember this trick. So you can call it as operation, but remember that it is APA. So A represent alkyl, P represent phenyl, and A represent alkene. So this is the basic trick. And here this I have written so that you can study about the effect of polarization. This bond is polarized because of the presence of fluorine, that is electronegative atom, and carbon, that is less electronegative as compared to fluorine. In fluorine, sigma negative charge is developed, in chlorine sigma positive charge is developed. So this is the basic concept of the inductive effect.